DeVille, the internet stepmom, here to spill the tea on the top 10 little white lies that every woman tells. So I got a list of the top 10 little white lies that every woman tells according to Glamour magazine. They polled hundreds of women to find out what we are saying to our men. I am going to go through them now, and they are ridiculous. This is gonna be so much fun. Little white lie number 1. I'm not the type to get jealous. Ladies, why would you lie about this? If you're telling your partner you're not the type to get jealous, and you are the type to get jealous, y'all are in the wrong relationship. For example, I'm a non-monogamous kind of person. If a woman that I was dating came to me and said, I'm not the type to get jealous, I would say, great, we're gonna be able to move forward with this relationship. We're gonna get along so well. And then 3 months in, she starts getting jealous. I am going to feel bamboozled. I'm not even sure that's a little white lie. I feel like you're just like, well, I don't know, maybe that's the lady's point. They're trying to like get as much sex as they can before they realize that you're crazy and they have to leave you. Thumbs up on trying to get laid. Thumbs down on lying to your partner. I'm not even sure that's like a white lie. That seems like a large and egregious lie. Little white lie number 2 is, oh, he's just a friend. These are not white lies on this list. That is a terrible lie. If you're saying someone is your friend that isn't your friend, that's a terrible breach of trust. A white lie is like saying, I had Cheerios for breakfast when I really had corn puffs. Like, a white lie is supposed to be something that doesn't matter, not like the biggest breach of trust in the relationship. Ladies, is this something that you're commonly saying to your partners? Do not let Glamour magazine fool you. That is not a small lie. That is a terrible lie. Is this gonna go downhill? Number 3, I'm fine. Well, I mean, look, if you're not fine, that doesn't mean you have to talk about it right away. But here's a suggestion, ladies. Instead of saying I'm fine when you're not fine, say, yeah, I'm having either a lot of feelings or I'm feeling really upset about something, but I'm not in the emotional place where I can talk about it right now. Can we circle back tomorrow? Can we circle back next week? That way, you're reaching your goal, I assume, of not talking about it by lying and saying I'm fine, while not misleading your partner, because if your partner's doing something that upsets you, hear me out, wouldn't you want that behavior to stop? And if you're lying about how it doesn't upset you, behavior's probably not gonna stop. Now, that doesn't mean you have to talk about it this second, but oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm fine. I guess I would agree that that's sort of a white lie, but I would suggest that you work on your communication skills, not just for you, but for your partners. Little white lie number 4, I'm over it. What does that white lie even mean? I guess it has to be a lie or it wouldn't be on the list. So you're over something that you're not over, but you're saying I'm over it. I'm not really sure what the goal of that white lie is, but okay. This one's terrible. Little white lie number 5. Why would you say this? Little white lie number 5. I don't normally do this, but I like you. So with that one, I assume they mean something sexual. Why would you lie about that though? Why would you want to say, so I assume that you're doing this thing because you actually do it often, otherwise you wouldn't say you normally don't do this. Why would you want your lover to think you normally don't do something? Are you having like, I feel like people need to dig in this one a little, like, are you having some sexual shame? Are you like worried that your partner is gonna judge you for enjoying a certain sex act? 2 things, ladies. 1, don't choose partners that are going to judge you based on your sexual preferences. You're not gonna be happy in that relationship. If you have to lie about what you like in bed, like, immediately move on. And 2, if you're dating people who for some reason don't want you to be as sexually open as you want to be, like, they suck. Again, move on. Maybe this is a list for people that live in like such small towns that there's like one available partner and they have to like lie, beg and steal to keep that like one person. But here in Los Angeles, you don't really need to settle for crazy people. Little white lie number 6. These are the top lies people are telling. I didn't get your text. I mean, I guess if I totally never wanted to see someone again, I might say that I never got their text, but then why are you even having the conversation with someone you dislike so much about their texting? Y'all need boundaries. If you don't like someone, it's okay to say so. All right, moving on. Little white lie number 7. Okay, this one I almost understand. I'll be ready in 5 minutes. I assume this is a white lie because you genuinely think you'll be ready in 5 minutes, but then kind of like me, I'm like, oh, I'll be ready in 5 minutes. And I'm half ready, and then I'm like, oh, I forgot my keys, I forgot my sunglasses, 10 minutes later, I'm running around. Okay, I guess that's a fair white lie. Unless 5 minutes means 20 minutes, now you're just making people late. Rude. Okay, little white lie number 8. This is stupid. I normally don't do this on the first date. Are all the women that glamour, all the women that you polled, deeply, insecure? Or so entrenched in, misogyny that they're worried that the lover that they have on the first date, that I assume they're doing something sexual with, is gonna judge them for doing something sexual? Spoiler alert, the person you're doing it with is also doing it. And if they're doing it on the first date, why would they care that you're doing it on the first date? What kind of bizarro double standard is that? I can only assume this is some incredibly old-fashioned, straight woman, straight man thing where there's that weird double standard about what men are allowed to do and what women are allowed to do. But it's not 1950 anymore, glamour. Little white lie that women tell, number 9. Just tell me the truth, I won't get mad. Well, first of all, if you don't know what the answer to the question is gonna be, how can you promise if you'll get mad or not? But the implication in that white lie is that you know you'll be mad and you are lying about it to manipulate them into telling you, and then you're gonna get mad anyway. Y'all need some grown-up relationships with open communication. Biggest spoiler alert after reading these white lies are these are not white lies. This is tragedy. I hope Glamour magazine made these up or were interviewing a very weird cross-section of people, because this is truly tragic. All right, the last one, the number 1 little white lie that women tell, it is, I'm just around the corner. So it's a bizarre lie, because if you're far away, why wouldn't you just tell them that you're far away? They're gonna notice when you don't arrive immediately that you were lying. So how does that lie serve you? There's no way to maintain it, because if you're, say, just leaving your house and you don't arrive for an hour, they're gonna know the moment you arrive that you were lying, and then your day is probably not gonna go well, because your partner or your lover or your friend or whomever you're lying to is gonna be damn, not only was she not just around the corner, but she had the audacity to lie to me about it and waste my time. You know what? Listen, instead of having a little white lie session, you should have if you've ever said any of these things as an adult, maybe reassess. Maybe do some beautiful soul searching. I don't know. Yeah, well anyway, if you want to talk to a woman who doesn't say any of these white lies, I'm gonna put a link to the page where you can text me and get some refreshing, clear air from me. Until next time, it's me, Cherie DeVille. I love you all. Thank you for listening, and do better, Glamour Magazine.